What's up, my people? What's up, my homies? What's up, my friends? I'm Gnarly Vato, and these are Gnarly Times. Well, today, I want to talk about manipulation. You know, those of us who got manipulated and regretted it. Like, oh, how did I do that? Nah, but allow me to elaborate and ramble on a minute, right? Check it out. Well, this one time, right? It was on a violation, few times, but this one time, um, I was on this violation, right? And I roll up in there, I'm probably like 23, maybe 22, and and this we roll up in there. So I'm one of the oldest homeboys, and this is dorm 6 in NRCC. So some homeboys come in, right? They're 18 years old because they were already like recommended, but they said it was a YA suspension, you know. Well, I'm up in there posted, and we're on one wing. I can't remember the wing, one north. I guess north wing, and then I run into his homeboys from San Jose, right? And I don't know if this was right at the time. I came a day after my brother left. You know, and that's when I posted up with the other homie boxer from Tula. But anyways, I was there posted, right, with this fool. And he was from, I don't know what gang from Samo, right? But he had Alviso or Milpitas or some other hood right there, right outside of San Jose, on his forehead. And I go, what? You're from San Jose, Samo, but you have this shit tatted on your forehead? You know, and I'm like, so just that alone, like, this fool tripping, telling me from that we got this on his forehead. You know, but well, anyway, he comes and tries to push a hard line with us, right? And he's like, well, at this time there was no Southerners on our side. Oh, they're all on the South side, right? So we had none, and I don't know if there's bulldog, maybe one or two, a few, but these fools, he tried to say, hey, check it out, and he was a little guy. You know what I'm saying? Small. I'm not that tall. He's smaller than me. Well, he tried to, because we're the oldest, right? So it would seem like in a way, he was trying to manipulate the little homeboys to get him on his side so he could try to weed me out. Like, fool, I don't even know you. I'm on a violation. And you're coming trying to tell me what to do? That's what's crazy about jail. You're like, hey, I'm going to go there and do my time, get out, for my kids. You know what I mean? Or my kid at the time, my old lady. But no, fools are like this guy always there trying to manipulate somebody, right? So he goes, check it out. And there's probably like 10, 12 homeboys at that time, maybe a little more. And he was trying to say that we had to go in pairs to get drink. When we play handball or something, that's what I really played. And instead of me going to get drink myself, like, you need to take a homeboy to post up. And what's called, I was like, whatever. And he brought all the homeboys together. He's like, hey, check it out, you can't, right? Try to tell us all. And a lot of these homeboys were, like, some were first timers, some were a few little violations, younger, you know, came from OH or something. Like, anyways, so the older ones, like me and him, I always try to look out for the homeboy. I'm like, well, I don't really feel I was there, you know what I'm saying? The good ones, they want to look out for their homies. Even other fools, you know, like, hey, don't do that, fuck, stop, you know. But, anyways, this fool goes, hey, check it out. You need to take someone with you. And you go in pairs, like up in the county jail with a joint or something. And I was like, this fool tripping. Anyways, I just left the county, Tulare County Jail, and I just was dealing with that. And, you know, so came over here to kind of relax, like, yeah, I could sleep in if I can, or, you know what I'm saying? Because in the county, you're posted up, dude, from sun up to sundown damn near with your shoes on. You never get caught, you know what I mean? 15-minute cat naps. One sleeping, one up, one down, you know? Like, and when I come over here, I'm trying to relax, and these fools trying to push a hard line, like, hey, we need to get ready, we're going to go, like, what? Well, anyways, I ended up playing handball, I ended up going to get a drink of water, right? And I just run over there, get a drink. And I come back, and this fool's like, hey, check it out. didn't we discuss this? I go, what? They're like, you're supposed to take someone with you. I go, I'm a grown man. You know, I think you're a grown man, like 20. I'm a grown man. What are you gonna tell me? Like, there's no Southsiders here. We got no opposition. What are you talking about? You know, so he tried to get flex on me and get crazy right there, and I told him. And there's staff right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I told fool, you tripping trying to get crazy in front of the hooras. You know, but that, I don't know. But from there, we just, what's it called? Bumped heads, you know, and he's always be like, but I think because he knew my brother. He was did time with my brother. So he's like, oh, your brother's so-and-so. And I was like, yeah. And he was in chat with him, whatever, you know. And my brother, like, he's real charismatic, so a lot of people are drawn to him. And people hate that shit, like, because he laughs. I don't know, it's crazy. But anyways, they used to do that shit a lot, you know. But, so he used to try to manipulate, and you're like, fool, what are you talking about? But, you know, that's just, lucky I was there to tell him. Homeboys asked me, hey, because he would give them rundowns, like, hey, we're doing, yeah. And they would come and ask me, and I'd be like, I don't know, bro. You can do if you want to do that, but, you know what I'm saying? Right here, we're like outlaws. You know, we'd be like, hey, check it out, I'm going to get down with this fool. Or whatever, but we could just jump sometimes. Shit was kind of wild, you know? But I used to try to be like, duck and dodge sometimes, because, you know, you just never know. Not duck and dodge, but, you know, like, stay on their toes, you know? Barely eating. You know what I'm saying? Every time you're sitting down, watching TV, something, you're like, you see everybody looking back and forth. You know, it's like, crazy. You're like, who's gonna, especially when there's tension, it was like, who's gonna jump first, you know? But that was one form of manipulation. You know, but I want to tell another one too, like, when I was posted in Portugal, right? And I met all my little homeboys. Well, at the time, the West Side didn't have, there was another, right now, I think they're on the 4th generation right now. You know? But the generation below me, all my cousins and his homeboys, and then the other homeboys, right when I left, their generation, that's when they were getting respect, you know? Because we were known as the weak side. And then as the years kept going, and my cousin generation, they were still the weak side, but as the other homeboys generation, the 3rd generation, they started calling them the West Side. Because fools started smashing. You know what I'm saying? So it was on like Donkey Kong. So when fools be like, oh, you from the weak side, we had to, it would happen. It was rare. Not that something would go down, you know, because we came that far. But, you know, not to glorify gangbanging, really, you know, because a lot of times like a brotherhood. You know, fools are cast away or bullied or whatever it was, you know, or find security. Because sometimes fools, it's hard to be a solo wolf, you know, but if you got the cajones, you know. Well, as even me, because the reason why I was in there putting in work a lot is because I watched other fools and I learned from them, you know, and I didn't try to spread no rumors, didn't try to smut nobody up, not as I had to, you know what I'm saying? So, I never try to manipulate homeboys, say, go do this, go do that, you know? I would tell them straight up, be like, check it out, bro. Here's what they did to me. Here's what I've heard stories of. And you do take with them what you want. You know what I'm saying? And I never manipulate them. And even if I heard fools lying or spreading rumors about other people, I'd be like, no, bro, that's wrong. You know, because you had to learn to draw a line with people, you know, like, no. Even stealing. Like, no, bro, we're going to take that. Okay, we'll steal here now. But, you know. Anyways, when we were posted, we had these little homeboys. And so when we embraced them. And they're all happy, right? Because they're like, yeah, we got all the homeboys. Now something we could call you. And they're probably, our little crew, we probably had like about 10 solid to maybe 20. 15 maybe. Right? And then, because we're not big town. There's more, probably like 30. Well, then there's some other little crews, right? Some other homeboys from West. There's probably like, I don't know, 10, 20 of them too. So it's probably like about 50, 60 homeboys, if that, from the west side. Cause we're small, outnumbered. Well, because we're barely getting, putting in work, and fools would get weeded out. We didn't be numbered. Fools get weeded out, move out, whatever. Well, when we got these homeboys, the other homeboys from the west, because they would ask me, hey, who jumped you in? I'd be like, no one jumped me in. Like, I created this shit. Nah. But these fools like, well, those homeboys said they got jumped in. I said, good for them. I said, you know what, better yet, go get it, bring everybody together. Let's just have one big old rumble, jump each other in. If you guys want to complain and cry about it. You know what I'm saying? So, there's kind of like a division, one homeboys from the west and this other homeboys, us. So, as this homeboy, the other homeboys, they kept chilling with these homeboys, kept trying to, with the little homies, right? Because they needed some people. Well, the little homie would come and tell me, hey, so-and-so did this. Is that true? Or said this? And I'd be like, nah, fool. He's lying. He was a tagger. When I was in jail, they picked up the slack and started gangbanging. You know what I'm saying? So, this homeboy from the west, so when we were in jail, these fools doing his little thing. Then I got out, we were doing my thing, trying to duck and dodge these homeboys. And then this fool was chilling with them homeboys. You know what I'm saying? So when his cousin was from the east side, ESV. So so when I got out, then my brother, then my homeboy Nate, and all these other homeboys started chilling with us. And these fools, they didn't like it. They're jealous because they would say, oh, you're from the west side. And they would always bring up my brother's, my name, or Nate's name. Never this homeboys. So as the time happened, I went on, this fool tried to manipulate these little homeboys to try to turn on me, right? He would say he's a real shot caller or whatever. I'm like, I don't even give a shit who runs the west side. You can say you run it, but who they gonna follow? Who they come and ask, hey bro, will you roll me? You know what I'm saying? These homeboys come and, hey bro, what's happening? I'm like, nah, what's up, bro? He's like, hey, roll me, I got some. I'm like, hold on, let me see. Let me check the old lady. I'm like, yeah, I'll be right back. I'm not that. But she would, that's why, like one time, swear, I lived on West Stripe Street by Veterans Park, a couple houses from the corner. And this when I met the homeboys, at least 10 to 15 homeboys came when they found out I lived there. Walked down West Side Street, knocked on my pad. My wife opened the door, there's a gang out there. He's, what's in home? I was like, what's up, bro? All these little homeboys. The first one I met, they were like, hey, bro, this homeboy. I started shaking the little other than the homeboys' hands, So I literally swear, had my little gang, like an innocent gang. You know what I'm saying? That's why fools talk all day, be like, fool, who's the underground king? You know what I'm saying? Who's the real underground king? But anyways, like I went and the homeboy that I'm talking about, we'll call him H, right? This is where H goes. Told one of the homeboys, said, hey, check it out, whatever it was. And this fool, me and the homeboy H got into it 3 times. He pulled a gun on me in one of the videos I mentioned. But when the last time I got him and bombed on him, snatched him his head, and we literally like, WWF went, poof, landed, straight drop. Right on his head. I was like, it was crazy, fool. And all the little homeboys, because we went 2 carloads to the homeboy's pad. Because they're tired of getting manipulated by him. Like, hey, bro, roll me. And I'm trying to work, because I'm talking duck and dodge other homeboys. I'm like, damn, now I got to worry about the homeboys on the west side? My homeboys fighting them? You know what I'm saying? I had to deal with the homeboys, ESB, ECP, now West, WSP, like shit. And then Sureños, and then whoever wanted it, nah. But it was just, it is what it is, and so, when, I got into it a few times, dude, tried to squash it, like, alright, bro, you see on your side, I see on my side, right? Well, anyways, they had a junta. Like, hey, check it out. We're gonna have a junta, and get everybody together. Your gang and our gang have one big West Side, because they always wanted WSV, West Side Audio, and I'd be like, oh, this is what we run the West Side. It's WSP. Everything on the West Side's ours. You do it. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta do it hard. You know what I mean? But anyways, so they go, hey, check it out. We're gonna go and have this junta and by the river, right? Yeah. So we like, all right, we're gonna be there this time. We go, show up. These fools ain't there. Like, what? Where are these fools at? That's how scared they got. Because, you know what I'm saying? All right, where did you guys home? We came with like about 12 of us, maybe 15. And they were like, oh shit. His old lady's like, hey, there's a bunch of guys here. You know, but. So, anyways, they go, hey, check it out. Go over here by Hula Car Wash. Like, boom, boom, like, all right. We go over there. Excuse me. We go over there, right? And then it's like, what? You know? Why do we gotta go to the other homeboy's pad? Then it was a homeboy from the east side. Can't remember his name. Anything on the Durans or some shit. Anyways, the fool goes, so they're like, we're there, we go over there. Nah, wait. Yeah, then we go there, then we go to, over there by, well, it was wild. We roll up, fools, come to find out, we go to ESV's pad, and they're throwing the junta, and they're telling us how they're gonna run it, and we're like, what do you mean you're gonna run the west side? They're placing this homeboy H in charge of the west side. Like, no, bro, what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Well, at that time when we rolled up, because we're in the car, and we seen the homeboy in the ESV come out, like 4 of them, 5 of them. And I was like, what? Lucky we went wide earth. They took a shotgun, because I had a little chest gauge on me. And what's it called? Went. I was like, all I heard was, I could be tripping. Like what the hell? In the dark. You know what I'm saying? Part in front of the pad right there by the 76, by the 65 in Henderson, by the Starbucks down that way. And we end up, these fools that I pulled out the gauge, or someone pulled out a gun. All I know, and the car was right here, and my brother was in, I think we had the dog with us, our dog, and the dog ran at these fools. Like, what the hell? We had a dog with us, and he listened. So I think that threw him off the thing, you know, and pulled a gun out. So other people pulled the guns out, and like, but it was like, what the? I was like, F you, motherfucker. Yo, who the hell you think you are? You run your east side. You let us worry about the west side. You know what I'm saying? But it was his cousin. He was trying to put him in there, place him there. Like, no, fool. You ain't placing no one here. Everybody's gonna have to put in work and work for that shit. You ain't handed it. You know what I'm saying? People put in work, fool. Put in hard work, get your ass whooped. You know what I'm saying? Or whoop some ass, whatever it is. But a lot of times I was in survival mode. Like, okay, shit. I'm gonna go to the store, get some milk for the kid. Nah, but that shit was wild. So this shit happened, right? And this was after my homeboy died, you know. But even so, like a few times, it was just crazy. Fools were just scared and got manipulated, you know? Like, hey, you either do this, you're gonna ride with me, or I'm gonna get you. Like, okay, like Debo, come on, let's go, you know? But, and they would tell me a lot of times. That's why all these fools that chill with these fools, they still came chill sometimes, or I'm mad at my bullshit, but they would not let these fools know that they would drive into me. Like, damn, what the hell? But that's how manipulated and scared a lot of these fools were, you know? But we gotta watch that. That's why a lot of times, that's why I believe the fools that are in YA are one step ahead of other individuals. Because they were into the manipulation game at a young age. You know what I mean? Think about it. at a certain age in school, they're reading, learning about math, algebra, whatever, and we're thinking about manipulation. How can I get this from this fool? How can I hustle this fool? Like crazy. That's why I think a lot of times they're talking about traumatic events. I think that was one because I literally went from chilling, watching Aladdin with my little brother and sister, to a murder. Shit just happened like that. Like what the heck? Over somebody else and some other circumstances. I may have did the act, but it was some other whole ordeal that led up to that. So that's why I'm just blessed to be here, and always I tell my daughter and my son, try to leave these. That's why homeboy probably say, hey, I don't want to. Why is he telling these stories? Why not? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people are scared. We've been manipulated too long. We've been bullied, to speak out about anything. Even tell our feelings to our homeboy, like, hey, bro, check it out. That's how I feel. We're scared. So, but there comes a point in life where you gotta just man up and just be like, how am I gonna tell my kid not to do this or that, and yet I let them bully me? You know what I'm saying? Not no more, homies. We ain't doing that. But I just have to deal with the consequences, whatever they may be. But even if I do teach someone about this little manipulation, because manipulation is a cold game. You know what I mean? They had a book about manipulation, and they would pass it around. And one of the main things was, I remember it was, you got a staff, you say, oh, you got something on your shirt, or that, and you dust off things. Just one touch gets it started. But, that's another whole thing about it. But a lot of times fools in the gangbang game, they want control and power. Because you imagine having control of all these little homeboys? 15 homeboys you could call. Hey, bro, when you ride. People don't understand that once you have that power, you can be like, oh. You know what I mean? But actually, I was scared of that power. You know what I'm saying? But like, I'm gonna leave. That's why I tell them, hey, check it out, bro. We here on the west side we're a car, right? I tell them, you are the spark plug. Me, I'm a battery. This guy's a carburetor. This guy's a radiator. This guy's whatever. And that's how I told them fools. Just like all them little youngsters, the 10 of them, I named all parts, dude, to these cars, to a car, and pulled, and this fool's like, looked at me, and I said, a car can't function without what? All these parts I just mentioned. You take that one part away from what you are, this car can't function. So I had told the homeboys like that, and that's kind of, I guess, for manipulation, but I told them it's like a boat, bro. I don't want you guys to come say, hey, like, hey, check it out. What do you think, bro? Let's see what the best solution is, because sometimes the moves you make out of just route the gate could, hurt us in the long run. But I'm just tired of manipulation, and I'm just bringing it out there. I might talk more about it, but we got to be watchful of manipulators, you know what I mean? They can manipulate, like, the story told, they manipulated dude out of his, whatever, but, it is what it is. So I just wanted to just say, be trucha for the manipulators out there. The ones who out there looking to gain something, But anyways, I'm Gnarly Vato, and this is a story about manipulation. So stay out of trouble and have a good day. I'm out.